Last month, we were lucky enough to go hands-on with the Sony Alpha 1, their new flagship mirrorless camera. On paper, this looks to be the answer for those looking for one camera that can do it all. But how does it stack up when pushed in a professional environment? Let's find out. Good morning everyone, Gadget here for another video, and this one is all about the brand new Sony Alpha 1. Let's go over the specs of this camera first because they are astonishing. You have a brand new 50 megapixel full frame sensor that offers continuous shooting of up to 30 frames per second with zero blackout. The viewfinder has a whopping 9.4 million dots in varying refresh rates to keep you close to the action. As many have come to expect, you have a phenomenal autofocus system with over 750 phase detect AF points. That'll nearly guarantee an in-focus subject every single time. What's also special about this camera is that you have a flash sync speed of 1/400th of a second that'll allow studio photographers to maximize their off-camera lighting solution. And here's the thing, it only gets better. The Alpha 1 is one of the only mirrorless cameras that offers internal 8K recording at up to 30p. You can capture 4K footage at up to 120p, and slow motion footage has been kicked up to 240 frames per second at full HD. The inclusion of S-Cinetone, a full HDMI port, full pixel readouts, and 16-bit 4K RAW output make this a remarkable pro video solution as well. It's simply bananas. But how does it work in the field? During our full production, we prioritize photography over video, but would hop between both to capture portraits and sample clips. And most importantly, the camera never quit. Not once did we have a situation where the camera glitched or froze or overheated during our production. The inclusion of a new menu system that was ushered in by the Sony a7S III makes for easier navigation, but it's definitely something you'll sink hours into fine-tuning for your shooting style. When shooting, we opted to use CF Express cards, but what's great about this camera is you can also use SD cards. So if you have a bunch of SD cards available, well, you can save some money there to get up and running. What's fascinating about this camera is that it felt like a supercar where it can really get away from you if you're not intentional with how you're operating it. With your photography, there is so much in here, a sense of limitless potential. It's easy to overshoot the scene, but when you take a step back and rein in the settings to how you create, you have a truly powerful creative tool. While this isn't a full review, I do have an idea of who'd appreciate this camera the most. Given the feature set and the price point, you're looking at a camera that is geared toward professionals that are in the field often and cater to photography a bit more than video. While the video features are astounding, enough to make exceptions to this, I can't help but think of the sports photographer, the journalist, the fashion portrait shooter that captures a lot of content regularly and also finds value in capturing high quality video as part of their workflow. This is really a do-it-all camera that'll benefit those that have a demanding and robust workflow. While the spec sheet would appeal to anyone, I really believe it's the practicing professional that shares their work primarily, but not entirely, through photography that'll find the most value from a camera like this. With all that said though, I'd love to hear what you think, so let me know in the comments below. As always, my name's Gadget. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.